Hey guys, so I want to share with you my favorite place to learn fresh illustration skills, and in this particular video I'm going to focus on urban sketching, but do look out for my next video where I'm going to talk about some of my favorites from the wider illustration category that I think you guys might enjoy too. So I've actively been taking domestika courses for well over a year, in fact I think about 18 months. I first saw their adverts on Instagram and then on YouTube, and I thought, this seems like it's all in Spanish, but it looks really cool, but why am I seeing these adverts? And then I saw an advert for a course by Alex Hilkerts, and lo and behold, it was in English, and it was a good price as well, so I thought, sold, I'll take it.
Hi, I'm Alex Hilkerts. I'm a professional watercolor painter and storyboard artist. Since the 90s, I've been working on feature films such as Vanilla Sky, Argo, and Live by Night. I've also been lucky enough to have pieces in exhibits in Europe and the United States. All the experience I've had working in cinema translates directly into my paintings.
And then I saw another by Matthias Adolfsson, who I've always really adored. I love his illustrations. I think he was one of the first illustrators I discovered on Pinterest that really just made me want to pick up a pen and a sketchbook. So yeah, I think I got these two courses in a bundle for a really good price. And yeah, because they're both, I could see they're both in English. And thus began the rabbit hole. I realized that all of their courses have subtitles, so even if it's a Spanish-speaking course, I can still take it as there are English subtitles. And I'm so glad I realized this, as I've now taken, I think, over 15 courses with Domestika from really awesome teachers all over the world. So I wanted to tell you about my favorite urban sketching related courses on the Domestika platform, and for those of you who watch this channel regularly, you may have heard me mention a few of them before in my previous videos, but they are really excellent, and I just really want you guys to know that this level of teaching is out there and for a very affordable price as well from some of the big names, as it were, in urban sketching. So most of the classes are around sort of 2 to 3 hours, and Domestika have deals on all the time for buying bundles or just discounting classes here and there. So you can usually pick up a class from anywhere between 15 to 30 US dollars, sometimes as low as 10 US dollars, which is pretty insane. And for those in the UK, somewhere around, 10 to 20 pounds. In euros, again, somewhere around 10 to 20 euros. So the first urban sketching course I took on the platform was actually back in August 2020, and it's from Lapan. And I just couldn't believe it when I saw him pop up on the platform. I thought to myself, Domestika just managed to get the best teachers in all the categories. They really know what they're looking for. They really know what they're doing in terms of selecting instructors for their classes. So Lapan's course is called Urban Sketching, Express Your World in a New Perspective, because he covers his unique sort of curvilinear style. He also covers sketching some more mundane objects, toys and that kind of thing in a bit more of a still lifestyle. And also, again, his distinctive portraiture style as well. I even had a go at sketching Lapan myself using his process that he teaches in the class, and I actually really love how it came out. I tend to be pretty horrific at drawing portraits, FYI, so that's something I really want to work on some more. And in fact, while we are on the subject of portraits, the course that really cemented my love of Domestika was, I think it was probably about the third one that I ever bought, and it's called Watercolor Portrait Sketchbook. And I'll talk more about that one in my next video, but it just blew me away, and I do feel like it was the most I've ever learned from an online class. Oh, and by the way, Lapan, despite being French and despite living in Spain, therefore speaking both of those languages fluently, he actually delivers this course in English, which was a nice surprise. I was ready for the subtitles, but it is in English. Don't fear that aspect of Domestika. Their classes are very accessible in terms of language. So the next class I took was by my fave, by Alicia Aridia. Her style is just so gorgeous, and the second I found out she had a course coming out on Domestika, I set an alarm for the release date, and I never, ever do that. But this class is a really beautiful introduction to her style. And if you're a fan, then you must take this class. Alicia is Spanish, so her course is delivered in Spanish and like the super fast Spanish as well. But switch those subtitles on and it's totally fine. They also have subtitles for other languages too, by the way. So French, Portuguese, German, Italian, Polish, I think. Yeah, lots of languages, and I think they're expanding the number of languages that they can offer subtitles for as well all the time. So the information on which subtitles and what languages are available are on the class page before you buy it, so do check that. But I don't think quite every language is available on every single course quite yet, but they're working hard on it. However, if you need English subtitles, then I think that must have been their priority, because all courses have English subtitles, so that's no problem. As synchronicity would have it, I discovered the work of Maru Godas through the Urban Sketches organization, and I just fell in love with yet this other style of urban sketching and illustration. And then guess what? Yep, she released a domestika course. I couldn't believe it. So I signed up for that course too, especially as she was teaching gouache, which is a medium I really want to invest some more time and energy into learning. So Maru is Spanish as well, so naturally her course is in Spanish, but again, as mentioned, the subtitles are absolutely perfect. So yeah, if you're into gouache and you like Maru's illustration style, again, highly recommend this course. Super well organized, everything's super well explained. And yeah, really great course. So in my mind, I was like, who on earth are they going to get next for this, in this urban sketches niche that they seem to have a few courses on? And my prayers were definitely answered, because, drumroll, it was Felix Scheinberger. I mean, wow. So this was really exciting for me, because I've looked around before and Felix doesn't really have any online courses available. I think he's also started working with Artist Travel, which is a German company, and as such, I think these classes are only available in German. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, that might have changed, but certainly when I looked, it appeared that it was totally in German. So very kindly, Felix actually delivers his course on domestika in English, although, obviously subtitles would have been fine too. You can even do both if you find his accent a bit German. And he really goes through the basics in this class. I loved looking through some of his sketchbooks and just watching his process just from the bare bones. He even explains watercolors and how they're made, where they're from. So yeah, I really hope he does a follow-up class on this, because I'd absolutely love to take the next step with him and see more of his work and his process. So Domestika are doing such a stellar job at providing these courses. They're really filling a gap that I feel is left by, say, a company like Craftsy. At least in the urban sketching department anyway. And I love crafts, but the urban sketching courses on Craftsy are several years old now. Although they are absolutely excellent, I do highly recommend them. But it doesn't seem like Craftsy are going to really expand, at least in the urban sketching area. I'm not sure if they're going to invest in creating new classes. So it's kind of like, once you've seen all of them a handful of times, it's just kind of, the platform, for me at least, is somewhat defunct. I'm not quite into developing my other craft skills, of which they offer so many courses on there. So yeah, so I think Domestika are offering the best new classes from the big names in urban sketching. And, if you're into more of the watercolor painting side of things, then there are some fantastic classes on painting urban scenes in more of a traditional watercolor approach. Classes like from Alex Hilkerts and also Daniel Campos. So Alex Hilkerts has one on sketching architecture in watercolor. His watercolor paintings are phenomenal. And also Daniel Campos has an urban landscapes course, painting in watercolor. So I've taken both of those as well. And I feel like they're a tiny bit beyond my skill level at the moment, at least as far as traditional watercolor painting goes. But maybe I have these for life, right? You have these classes for life, so I'll watch them again at some point in the future when I'm feeling maybe more in that zone. But yeah, I think my main problem is I'm being pulled in a million different directions. I want to explore everything, all these different urban sketching styles, watercolor painting, these illustration styles, gouache, portraits, just It's hard to focus, right? Anyway, get yourself a gift. It is their Black Friday sale on at the moment, and I think they just have some crazy eye-watering deals. So do check out the links in the description below for the classes I've mentioned in this video, but also just go check out their entire catalogue. They have far more than illustration classes. They have things in every creative discipline, including like writing, marketing, business skills. The list goes on. You could lose yourself browsing their catalogue for years, I think. So I hope this has been useful. So please don't fear buying Domestika courses. They are available both in English language and also subtitles. So yeah, go and enjoy, and check out the second video where I just want to tell you about some of my favourite non-urban sketching related classes, but they're still illustration related, sketchbook related, etc., etc. So yeah, I hope this was useful, guys, and I will see you in the next one.